Welcome to the Viewing Center podcast. I'm your host, Tega. I'm joined by my two regular guests on the show, Edmund Oris and Dr. Williams, and a very special guest, first time on the show. I'll allow her to introduce herself very soon. Let me start with Oris. Oris, how are you doing?
Well, Tega, you know I am, man. I'm super excited. I'm hyper excited. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
And Dr. Williams, how are you doing?
Well, I'm great, fam. It's good having someone else on the show. I can't wait for us to start talking. I think I came prepared. I read my sports dictionary to come to this episode.
We have Ose joining us for the first time. Before I blow out our trumpet, let me just allow her introduce herself. Ose, how are you doing?
Hi, Tega. Hi, Edmund. Hi, Williams. My name is Osereme. I don't know what trumpet you want to blow anyway, so I'll just wait and let you blow.
Okay. As a fan, I always see you on my DSTV screen, so I don't know. I'm fanboy.
I don't think I'm the one. Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you serious? I have everything.
No, it's you. You are the one.
Ose is the host or co-host of Budweiser's The King of Football. Even though
that show.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Informing humble, nonsense.
Wait. Just a point to note. That's my favorite show on television. For the record,
Edmond,
that's my favorite. That's the only.
Oh shit! I will global.
No. So to tell you how excited I am that I am my favorite sports presenter is on my podcast, on our podcast. So guys, see, I'm pumped.
It was Carriga that was your favorite sports presenter.
Oh God! We'll start with your club once again, like we did last week. Barcelona took on Valencia, the first real test for Quique Setien, and I think that was what I discussed last week with you when you gave some very Barcelona-like excuse, saying obsessed with possession, 73% of the ball, 14 shots, 800 passes completed, blah blah blah, and it all amounted to nothing.
It was actually 1,005. It was 1,005 passes.
Okay, sorry, Your Holy Highness. 1,005 passes, and it all amounted to nothing. What excuse do you have in store for us today?
I watched the Valencia game. The first half was poor. The first half they were terrible. They were flat. They were slow. They were sluggish. It was lethargic. It was wrong. But then they improved in the second half coincidentally. But that was when they lost. That was when they lost the game. Listen, like I said on Twitter, Tega, you cannot expect change does not happen overnight. You understand? These are players that have been used to playing under Valverde for 2.5 years. You understand? So you don't expect a manager to come and in a fortnight, less than 2 weeks, you expect him to change the whole philosophy, and because they are like two different ends of the spectrum. Valverde plays I don't even know what to call it, but you know, the kind of passive, only Lionel Messi doing everything kind of football. So this guy is coming in and is introducing some changes that is going to take time, obviously. So yeah, I was happy with the second half performance. Normally Messi had a couple of chances that he would have scored, he should have scored, but it happens. We have to move on. You understand? I'm not expecting change to happen to occur overnight. So these losses, I can deal with them. We'll recover and we'll get better.
Also, do you agree with Oris' point?
Edmond, totally. I totally agree with him. Because, I mean, even if you watch the post-match review, Quique Setien actually said that the players are yet to understand his style. They're yet to understand the tactics. And that's because they're used to playing under Valverde. Actually, I didn't have a problem with Valverde. Because they were winning trophies, which I think is the most important thing. Yeah, the performance was, but they were winning trophies, which I feel like is the most important thing. I mean, if you take that kind of coach to Chelsea, they'll be very happy as long as they win trophies. Nobody cares about performance. But however, the Barcelona-Valencia game, I did see it coming because after their struggle with Ibiza, 2-0 now. I didn't see that one. I probably saw a draw, but 2-0. I mean, they even spoiled my ticket, man, because I stick on that game anyway for another day. But I think they will do better. I mean, they won the game against Getafe. Was Getafe they played against, right? the last game.
Granada.
Granada. And they won that game. So they'll do better. You win some, you lose some.
But for me, I'm kind of annoyed. Not really annoyed per se, but Barcelona is just hooked up on this passing. I watched the Valencia game, part of it, and everything that was happening throughout the game was just sideways passing, pass to the back, pass to the side. Like for Griezmann, and people like to say, okay, Messi was not at his best because Messi can't always be at his best all the time. I'll give him a pass for that. But someone like Griezmann, for example, now he wasn't getting services, and as a striker, you need like services to actually score. So then I see people now trying to blame Griezmann. That why did they buy him for 120 million euros or whatever? Is this a situation where Suarez isn't around and Griezmann needs to step up? What do you think about that attacking partnership within Barcelona? Because it hasn't seemed to gel
Tega
recently.
Tega. That was why we sacked Valverde, because there was no system. When you don't have a system as a footballer, as a manager, when there is no system, your players will struggle. Yes, one or two individuals may stand out, like Messi always stands out, even under the type of football Valverde was playing. But the rest will struggle. Valverde, for example, like I said last week, he did not improve any single player before he left, all through his time at the club. In fact, he made them worse. He made Coutinho worse, made Rakitic worse. So when there's a system, when you look at Liverpool, for example, for me, the way I see Liverpool, most of the players at Liverpool are system players. If you take them to teams like maybe Real Madrid, they won't do as well as they are doing right now. Henderson is not so talented, but he's doing so well because the system is allowing all of them to play. Do you understand? So Griezmann not turning up is because the system is not working, and that was why we brought in Setien to create a system that works. And Barcelona believe that when you play a possession-based football, you have higher chances of winning. So that's it. It's going to take time. I like Setien, and I think that he will improve. He will do better. But
you like Setien already?
Yeah, I do. But I like his idea. I followed him quite a bit at Real Betis. He wasn't reactive. De Jong was tired, like in the 55th minute. The man was gassed out. He needed to be substituted, but he didn't react. Griezmann, and the fact that he's playing Ansu Fati on the right instead of playing him on his favorite side where he can cut in and shoot, instead of playing him on the left. So those are a couple of things that he still needs. Then the fact that Roberto has to fall back to play as a centre back, those are issues I feel like, okay, he can improve and he can do better. And the substitutions, they were late, and he didn't make any sub until like the 80-something when it was already 2-0. You get, so he can improve, the team can improve, but like Osereme said, losses like this, they will happen. We hope for the best.
Also, how long do you think Quique Setien can impose this Barcelona's his style of play? How long will it take? Because we've seen Man U now, only it's taking like forever. Should Barcelona also wait for forever before Setien kicks?
It's going to take a long time. I mean, eventually the fans are going to start reacting because these Barcelona fans, their energies, I don't know. I mean, on Twitter, they lost the game and they were shouting Valverde out. And in my head, I'm like, but the man is already out. Like, they're all sick. I'm sure Edmund too is amongst those people.
They need to call him
take a long time, and eventually
they need to call that man and sack him again.
Someone said they need to take him out of Spain. Anyway, it's going to take a while.
I have 2 questions. Edmund, what style is your new coach bringing to the table? What new style is he bringing to the table?
I don't understand. What kind of question is that? Everybody can see that is a possession, our Jurgen Klopp style of football. So I don't understand.
You guys play
where you have possession.
Normally. So you guys play possession football normally. So
no, Williams, listen to me. If you watched Barcelona under Valverde, you will know that we did not play possession. See, under Valverde, Granada will come to Camp Nou and they will be hustling possession with us. The possession will be like 54-46. They will get load amount of chances. You understand? We're not playing under Valverde. It was give to Messi and inshallah.
It's the same thing he's doing in this against this Valencia team now. It was give it to Messi. I watched the match.
No, that was not the same thing. The idea was hold possession and let the players play. But listen. But because he has not
the players are used to giving it to Messi.
Yes, but because the man has not been able to instill his own style of football. So that's when things are going wrong. Everything just falls back to default. So that's why we're saying that Valverde out, because he has already created this whole, and it's going to take a while for them to unlearn that type of football.
It's going to take a long time, man. A long time.
Probably a long time, but it will take a while. That's the truth. That's why I'm saying we need to call Valverde back and sack him again. We should have sacked Valverde after Roma. We should have sacked him again after Liverpool, but starting the season again with him and then sacking him midway. See, let me tell you the truth. I've already ruled my mouth off this season. We're not going to win anything. Do you understand? Because to unlearn that negative and backward style of football is going to take a long while, like Osea said. So anything we see this season, we should manage it. It's as an effect of bad management, bad leadership. How do you as a big Real Madrid will sack him immediately after Rome? He won't even get to Madrid. They sacked him. You kept him. And then you went to Anfield, he lost again. You went to play your cup final, he lost again. You didn't sack him, you are backing him. Then you are expecting miracle after 2 weeks. No coach, even Guardiola said, come back to this back at him. It will take a while. So you guys should chill.
Okay.
What chilling, sir?
We need to if you're able to convince us and not confuse us.
That we should chill.
All right, let's chill on Barcelona's topic a bit. You can see everyone is already sweating. Okay. On an audio podcast, it's sweating. Arsenal played Chelsea midweek and it 2-2 draw. A very, very poor performance from Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, I was embarrassed for myself watching the game.
That was people's best performance. Say poor performance. Your best.
I mean, against Arsenal, though, I expected Chelsea to do better.
Arsenal. 10-man Arsenal. They were down to 10 men for more than an hour of the game.
Honestly.
But for the full game, where 10 men, Mustafi was playing. We played 9 against Chelsea. Don't count Mustafi at all. That one is not a human being.
Speaking of the game now, is a certain problem with Chelsea where they dominate possession and do not do anything with it. Is there something Lampard can do to like change that whole stuff?
Well, what I think is that I think Chelsea they need to buy more players and if possible get more attackers because waiting on Tammy Abraham is not going to be it anymore because the boy is going to get tired at a point because it's literally carrying the whole team on his shoulder. And for a young lad like his age, I'm not sure he'll be able to do it to the fullest of his potentials. If you guys get a good backup striker, I'm not talking Bashwai, that's Belgian fraud. Talking about a good solid attacker like Immobile or Belotti and bring those big names in. You guys can.
Cavani is free.
Will Cavani come to Chelsea?
Are there realistic names that you think Chelsea can bring to help the team creative wise?
They said they're going to get Edison Cavani, didn't they? Let's talk about that in transfer news.
Yeah.
Cavani was saying he's going to Atletico Madrid. That was what I heard. When we spoke last in the WhatsApp group, he told me he was going to Atletico.
Yeah.
I just think like that's their only hope right now. That's like their best bet. Because aside from the money you want to play player, these players also look at, I mean, what team am I going to? I don't think I see anybody that's going to come and be banging the nets with goals. I don't think I see any potential player that Chelsea can sign. But you know, Chelsea now 2 days to the close of transfer window, just want surprise players. So fingers crossed for Chelsea.
That's the problem with being unprepared because they went all about trying to get the ban unturned, and when they finally unturned it, they've not signed any player. And the unfortunate thing about the situation is that we'll get someone like a Danny Drinkwater, an average player.
And Tammy Abraham now is injured, right? But for how long?
God knows how long. I think it will be maybe end of January before he comes.
Man, you guys are gone. I'm telling you honestly.
To be fair to Chelsea board and those in charge of the transfer, like Williams have said, there is no real January transfer window. You can't get real qualities guy. Let's be honest. So which striker do you want to bring? Which midfielder do you want to bring?
Okay, for example, now there was talks of getting Isco. There was talks of getting Danny.
You can't buy Isco in January. Isco will not leave Madrid for Chelsea.
Keep quiet. Which kind of talk is that? Isco.
You won't buy. Isco will not come. If you are Isco, will you go to Chelsea from Real Madrid?
There were talks of getting
Chelsea for Real Madrid. It's like moving from Abuja to Jigawa.
Ozil.
Why did you have to say that?
Ozil left Real Madrid and went to basically Eyimba of England. So,
but if Chelsea are willing to drop the money, they'll get the good players.
Exactly. Chelsea is not ready to spend, so that's the problem. And this is the second or third manager. Conte cried for transfers and was frustrated now to leave the club. Sarri cried for transfers, nothing happened, and they ended up sacking him, or he left to Juventus, left a team that will give him what he wants. Now Lampard is in, and he's basically crying for transfers in January that give me a couple of players, and nothing has happened. It's just, I think, a lackadaisical or unpreparedness from the whole of Chelsea. I don't know. It's something that keeps happening every season, and I don't know. Roman wasn't that kind of a owner, but I think after Chelsea won the Champions League, he just cleansed his hand and said, okay, he has gotten what he has always wanted, and he is running the club anyhow he likes. And I guess, I don't know. Arsenal, Williams, what do you think? What's happening in January transfer? You guys haven't done anything yet. Arteta has come in. We are seeing.
Go on.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
Go on, William. Go on. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, everybody knows that I'm the noisiest Arsenal fan in Nigeria and the world at large. Currently, we are chasing defenders. We were going for Kazawa, but I think Juventus is trying to snatch the deal from us. They are trying to swap the Siglo for Kazawa. So Arsenal is in a state of, they don't even know, they are confused. But news reaching me from Edu, like we spoke like 2 days ago, he was like, he's in Brazil. He's trying to bring in a former Manchester City defender, Pablo Mari, who went on loan in the Italian league and went to Flamengo. The 26-year-old, he was at the Copa Libertadores, and he's coming in cheap, and he also has good experience. So rumor has it that he may sign for us on Monday. So I need to call Edu this night and just find out what's happening.
I have a question for you, Williams. What if Barcelona gets to take your famous and precious Aubameyang? What will happen to Arsenal?
See, perish the idea, perish it.
But let's talk about it. So what then happens to Arsenal? Because I mean, what Messi is to Barcelona, Aubameyang is to Arsenal.
Aubameyang, my blood. Aubameyang is Ukwani. Aubameyang will not go to Barcelona. It's not even going to happen. That will just be the end of Arsenal. Arsenal should just forget anything till like 3 more years, because to replace Aubameyang is the biggest problem at Arsenal now. Who can we bring in that will start firing at that pace immediately if he leaves? And Barcelona, they're not coming for a concrete offer, they're coming for a loan deal. And considering Aubameyang is an African giant, so he won't want to go and sit on the bench or be a substitute to Suarez. So I think the deal is not going to go through.
But he won't be a sub. Okay, I have another question though. You know how we have Pulisic. I mean, if Tammy Abraham is not there, we still have Pulisic. I'm sorry, who exactly do we have at Arsenal? Because I mean, whenever I have conversations with people about Arsenal fans, all I hear is Aubameyang. And honestly, I just want to have a second player that I can say, okay, when I think of Arsenal, I think of this player. Which other player do you think?
Like a blood clot now. Like a blood clot. Is there now.
He hasn't been scoring.
Yeah.
I'm talking of people that are banging goals. I'm talking of Premier League high scorers.
Arsenal we don't need so many goal scorers. We just need people that are assisting and giving Aubameyang to score the goals. Everybody's wanting to score. We don't want that.
But this is Barcelona. You're just basically telling us you're telling us the Barcelona of the Premier League.
Arsenal, they are playing as a unit. Barcelona is playing to give one man the glory. We don't do that at Arsenal. We work as a team.
No, really? But how come I don't know the other team members?
Pepe.
Please take our moving on. I have nothing else to say concerning us.
Okay, so Manchester United, Ole at the wheel has been crashing and burning. He lost to Liverpool, lost to Burnley at Old Trafford. I think Burnley had not beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford since the Second or First World War. It has happened under Ole's time. And but they were able to win the FA Cup game 6-0 comfortably, which is fine. They played a League One team. What changes can Ole bring to this Manchester United team?
They played Tramadol Rovers.
Listen, there are no changes that Ole can bring. See, some things are just out of your power. Ole is not an elite manager. The man is clueless, Tega. The man is clueless. If you give that man Maradona, give him Pele, give him Iniesta, he will still play crap. They need to sack him.
The only things I look out for when I watch a Manchester United match. I mean, I basically don't even watch. I just watch the highlights. I look out for Ole's post-match. Because he says the most ridiculous things. That's
like
the only
man
thing I look out for.
He's clueless, he's hilarious, he's a clown, and the worst part is he's a yes man. Everybody that's come to that has managed Manchester United, Mourinho left because there was problem. Yeah, Mourinho for me deserved to leave, but you could see that the structure, the Glaziers, I mean what they call them, the owners and the ones in charge of their sporting directors and all that, they are clueless. Like now, they've not gotten anybody. They were trying to get Bruno Fernandes in, and I think they are arguing over 8 million or something like that. Yeah. So, but Ole comes out and he puts up this face like everything is fine. You guys should trust the process. We're going to recover. We're going to do well. The boys
it's in the DNA.
It's in the and I'm like, what is this man? Anyway, it's fun to see. I like it. I love seeing Manchester United so far. But if I was their fan, I'll be frustrated. They need to sack that man like yesterday, guy.
But I think the same thing that happened to Liverpool. Let's say over like throughout the decade before Klopp came in and they became kind of good. Is kind of what is happening to Manchester United. But the problem with Man U at the moment is that they do not.
That's the same thing Ole has been saying.
No, that I know. I'm not giving an excuse for Ole now. I'm giving.
But it's the same scenario that of where they were at the top and then they are falling down.
Yeah, but the thing is that Liverpool tried to start getting their acts together and they started getting a plan. They brought in Rodgers and they eventually brought in Klopp, who has like changed the fortune of the club. But Man U keep on bringing, well, I don't know, maybe the wrong managers from Moyes to Mourinho to Van Gaal, and it's not just working out for them. Is this Osereme? Is this something that like they need to like sack Ole, or they need to just keep on with him and see if something changes eventually? Because who will they bring in now that can,
I think basically. Yeah, exactly. I mean, since Alex Ferguson, we've had series of managers come into Manchester United and nothing basically. Well, I think Ole is the worst anyways, but nevertheless, I think...
No. Ole, David Moyes...
I feel
David Moyes wasn't as bad as Ole, guys.
Ole is clueless in Edmund's words. He is clueless. And also on the part of the players, I think I think they said they were going to get Bruno Fernandes, if I'm not mistaken, although they're crawling like snails. They don't want to basically...
The problem, Ole is part of the problem. It is not the problem. The problem is they are bored. You understand? Because even if you sack Ole now and bring in Pep Guardiola, who I feel is the best manager, they are still going to struggle because the recruitment and there is no vision there. It's just like the Arsenal owners in those days of Arsene Wenger, where they don't want to buy players. Okay, see now they are struggling.
They don't want to buy, like, sis. Behind this Bruno Fernandes gist, and I've heard that he's about to, go for another team.
So even if you sack Ole now, and it's because they are okay with the way things are going. At least they are getting money off the pitch. They are not getting so much from because they are not in Champions League.
But investors will eventually.
You understand? So that's why because a serious board, a board like Man City, for example, or Real Madrid, they will have sacked Ole since. But the fact that they are still sticking with him and still, it shows you how messed up the whole system is for them.
But I think the problem now with Man is that they signed Maguire 80 million. He isn't really like outperforming. They signed him. They signed him with the eyes of Van Dijk. But he hasn't really performed half or a quarter of what Van Dijk has done for Liverpool. So I think they're having this problem of, okay, should we now invest another 60, 70 million on Fernandes? Will he impact the team? And they're also looking at, okay, we have Luke Shaw, we have some ridiculous amount of people on very huge wages. So I think that's why they're having constraints with what do I do with money and should we actually sign this player? But nevertheless, I feel that signing players are like helping Ole out since they are obviously not going to sack him because...
See, Tega, did you not hear what I said? I say if you give Ole, if they buy Fernandes today, he will struggle. If they have bought that Haaland boy at Dortmund that is on fire, coming off the bench to score a hat-trick and a brace in his 2 games, he will struggle.
5 goals in 57 minutes.
Okay, look at the players that have left Manchester United. Ashley Young got an assist today, guy. Lukaku is tearing up Serie A. Even Sanchez, I was struggling when he was playing for Inter, he got an hat-trick one time. I think he got injured. Yeah. You understand? So these are players that have left Manchester United and they are doing well. to tell you that, okay, yes, the quality may be bad, but it's not as bad as it should be. That so the genesis, you cut off the heads first, cut Ole off, bring a good coach, get in someone like Allegri. Most players want to come and play under Allegri. He's a serial winner. He has won at AC Milan. He has won at Juventus. Get him at Man United. Let him buy some of his players. Then maybe, hopefully, things may start to change. But sticking with Ole, God.
Williams, Oris mentioned Haaland, and I would also like to talk about him. I mean, 5 goals in 57 minutes. He hasn't even started one of the games, and he has scored 5 goals already. I was looking at the list of strikers who have scored in Bundesliga, and he has basically surpassed most of them in just 57 minutes. What do you think about his form? What do you think about his choice going to Dortmund? What do you think?
The boy, first of all, I must commend Borussia Dortmund for getting that boy at that age and for that price. So just 20 million, that's the price of Mustafi. That's boy, Mustafi. But he reminds me of a very young Lewandowski when he was still popping goals at Dortmund. And Dortmund serves as a very good ground for strikers. Most people that have come there have really turned out to be very good footballers. And for him going there at that age, it shows that in the next 5 years, he will be 24. He should be one of the best strikers in Europe. He should be peaking towards that level because it was at this age that Lewandowski went there, and we saw Lewandowski turning to be one of the best centre forwards in the world up till now. Bameyang went there too and still banged in goals. Last season, we're talking about Pablo Alcácer, who still did very well. So having Haaland there with the likes of Sancho and Royce and Paco there also, it's good. I think Dortmund can try to push for the title if it's not too late, which is not. So it's a very good acquisition. And I don't know why did Manchester United not get him. It was just 20 million. So what was this discrepancy? Did the media give us a false impression of? And why did the big names not go for him? I think Real Madrid should have gotten him instead of Jovic. I really do not really understand. But big ups to Dortmund. They got him for 20. They will sell him for like 120. And they will cash out because their owner is an evil man.
Okay. For Man, why Man didn't get Haaland, which I'll touch on now, is Haaland and Solskjaer had a private meeting, which Haaland basically agreed, okay, was going to join Manchester United, but something changed down the line, and owning up to the fact that Haaland's father was a professional footballer, plays for Manchester City. He is well connected. I mean, Haaland's career has been like a career that is like well planned. From Mode, he went to what's the name? Salzburg with a very decent release clause, 20 million, which every team can actually pay. Now he's in Dortmund and he has like 60 million release clause. So I think his career is kind of like planned meticulously. So if he actually sees a better club or a better club wants to come for him, that club can actually pay. He actually has the choice to say, okay, this is where I want to go to. This is the club I want to go to, without money being the problem.
Well, I think the guy is on fire. I think the guy is on fire. His talent, his goal scoring record is ridiculous, guy. And I feel like he's going to rival Mbappe now because, and he's still so young. He's 18, I believe 19 years.
He's 18.
Oh, to be scoring so consistently is ridiculous, guy. So I just
remind me of my young self when I was about to go to Arsenal Academy that time, but Oluwa knows best.
And Haaland is such a confident player. Did you guys watch the last game?
Yeah.
Did you guys catch his last game?
Yeah.
Did you see where he scored from that angle? He didn't even wait for it to go in before he started jubilating. Like, he already knew. He turned. As soon as he just gave that shot, he turned and started jubilating. And in my head, I'm like, if this was Premier League, everybody would just be chilling and waiting for VAR to cancel this goal because that goal would have been cancelled.
Speaking of VAR, what do you think about VAR? Its impact?
It should be scrapped. It has taken excitement out of football. I mean, someone scores a goal and I'm waiting, I'm chilling, like I jubilate, and then in my head I'm like, no, it'd be like that's in the offside, man. I have to chill and wait for VAR. And sometimes, 75% of the time VAR is wrong. So why is VAR being implemented in the first place? The idea was for shots when we have benefit of the doubt for VAR to make everything clear and transparent. Yeah. But that's not what's happening. And they always say the referee has the final say, but I mean the referee doesn't have the final say. Yes, please.
It's only thieves that will complain when they install security cameras in.
No, VAR is rubbish. Honestly, like it's nonsense, and it should. Well, I know it's not going anywhere. So all I can do is rant. Actually,
I think Ose. I feel like when VAR came, it has been implemented in Spain and in Italy and in the Champions League, and it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. It's the English,
and it worked in the World Cup as well.
Exactly, and it was very good. It's the English referees that are just mismanaging it, to be honest, and they are just making it boring for everybody. I like it, you understand. I want a goal that is a goal that it should stand. You understand, but the English referees and the Premier League refs, they are so poor. They are so poor, and they have on-pitch monitors. They don't,
and they're always in the eye of the storm. Why? Premier League refs? They're always in the. Oh gosh.
So I'm totally for VAR. And speaking of Jose Mourinho, because Williams, you made mention of one of his quotes. I think today's his birthday. So shout out to Jose.
Yeah, no, my Edmund is chasing cloud there. No, Mourinho does not know you. Look at this guy.
Whoa!
No, actually, Williams, Mourinho used to stay opposite my compound in New Layout Jackpa Road there. So don't say that. Don't say that.
And Pep Guardiola is my cousin then.
Ronaldo.
This one chasing clouds.
Ronaldo used to wash my dad's car when I was.
Yeah, and Ronaldo were colleagues. We are professional colleagues. I don't know small.
No, I think I saw. Wait, Edmund, was that your father's car? I think I saw a picture. Ronaldo uploaded one time. Oh, really?
That was my dad. You all don't rate me. Especially Williams. He doesn't rate me.
I want to ask you a question. Yeah. What's your take about Arteta? Yeah, about
Arteta. I don't. What can I say? Will I say it's too? I don't know. I'm just trying to. His case is a bit complex, though. I'm trying not to throw him under the bus just yet.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he has actually gotten off to a very good start at Arsenal. But I am trying not to throw him under the bus. I'm trying to give him a few more games to see how he performs. I have a lot of doubts about him, but
you people are so diplomatic. You just call a spade a spade. The guy, anyway, everybody with their opinion, Shabo. I feel it will come good. It will come good. Patience.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I have a breaking news. Kobe Bryant is dead.
Oh.
Who killed him?
I'm scrolling through Twitter now and I'm saying I think
I'm just getting it. Is it on the helicopter crash?
Yeah, exactly. Helicopter crash. It's
unbelievable, Tega. Are you sure? Because you can't just say stuff like that. Like, are you genuinely sure?
TMZ has confirmed it. I just got it.
It's tragic. Wow. I saw the news just now and I just got thrown off guard. Well,
may he still rest in peace.
Yeah, it's basketball legendary. There are not even words to describe what he did at for basketball.
Just don't die.
Yeah, the gold and ascend to heaven, Elijah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I thought.
All right, on extra time, we'll be talking about our favorite doctors, our relationship status, and all those kind of rubbish in between. Williams, have you been watching Sex Education? Opening scene, there were lots of, to put this in a polite way, hand jobs going on. And knowing that you're a doctor, and we've heard that those things are like kind of healthy, they're not a bad thing to do. And you've been single, so I don't know. I'm trying to put two and two together. Since you've been single, and they say, and you're a doctor, hand jobs are healthy. How have you been coping?
Basically, Williams, have you been partaking in a lot of hand jobs aside your other jobs?
My God, where will this call pass over me? I'll be more positive. So you see the way these boys are attacking me on the show. Like, their mates.
And answer the question.
So you too. I thought you would have said that's too harsh on the boy. Not
answer the question. You are dodging.
Well, what do you want to know? You guys should leave me alone. I beg. But the truth is that I've been single for a while now. It's really getting out of hand. Like today, my consultant was telling me to go and marry. That I'm wasting time. I'm like, guy, I'm just 12, guy. You should leave me alone. But on the other hand, I think not really.
On the other hand, which hand? Which of the hands exactly?
The left hand, the less dominant hand.
Is that the hand you use?
Yeah.
Is that the hand you use?
Everybody uses right now. Tega, don't use right.
I plead the fifth.
Well, I think when the perfect person comes, we will know, we'll definitely know. At least I'll tell you guys are like my homies. But for now, I think there is really no one. Not that girls are not coming around though. They are.
You have said.
Sorry. What was the question again you asked earlier, Tega? Thank you. Because I was wondering whether I missed the question.
You have said it. So
what I'm getting any jobs.
Williams, how do you deal with the fact that you are single and the correlation with your hand jobs? Because you are single, yes, so you're not getting some. So how does hand job help you?
Or are you?
Oh, is it healthy?
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but medically, masturbation isn't so bad because one, it saves you a lot of. First of all, the advantage is even way disadvantage. There's really no disadvantage to it, apart from maybe you do it, apart from addiction, maybe you get addicted to it, but otherwise, it's cheaper. You don't end up paying for sex. You don't get any STDs. You protect yourself against prostate cancer, and you get that refreshing feeling of just trying to ejaculate. So it's really okay on the medical side. And as for the other side, I'm celibate, please. People should leave me alone. I'm telling myself.
All right. Also, is there like a perfect? William said he's waiting for a perfect person. Is there like a perfect person? Do you have a perfect person? Or?
I didn't think I was going to be involved in this conversation. No.
Now I'm just asking you like a very polite question, the simple question: is there like a perfect person, or do you have a perfect person?
Is there like a perfect person? I'm the worst person to ask relationship questions, honestly.
Why?
Why
am I the worst person?
Yeah.
Forget that I said that. Anyways, I don't think there's a perfect person.
I'm bringing it back. Why?
Because I don't know anything about this thing.
Allow her answer the question at her own pace. You were speaking gibberish. Nobody was attacking you.
On our show, Edmund. Stop.
Is there a perfect person? I do not think so, honestly. Because even relationships that work and then get married and then they stay together, and then at the end of the day, when they eventually decide to write a book when they are 60 or 70, or when they're celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, they're going to tell you about the struggles and the troubles on how they. I don't think there's anything like the perfect person. I think you just get someone that there should be mutual respect. You guys respect each other and you guys try and you guys manage each other and everybody's happy. Don't ask me this question because I don't know.
All right. Okay, Oris. No, let me land on Oris. Oris, I know you recently came out of a relationship. Are you back in one?
No, I'm not back in one, guy. And I will not be back in one anytime soon.
Ended in tears, Edmund.
No, listen to me.
Giving us all those relationship tips on Twitter.
Listen to me. Listen to me. No. Williams, you are putting words in my mouth. You are lying now. I don't give relationship tips. See, it didn't end in tears because it was a brilliant experience, and I knew that going into it, I knew that this thing can cast anytime. You understand? So, but what I think about relationships, though, they are nice if you get it right. You understand? But I feel like they are overrated these days because too many people don't go in fully. You understand? It's like one leg in, one leg out. So they are not ready to be as committed or like Osea said, respect them. People that just want to try to be with each other. Most people don't want to try. You understand? Maybe because of bad previous experience or stories that they hear or something. So they're always there and they're always second guessing and giving 40-30%. Out of 10 relationships these days, guy, only like 2, are like actually genuine. The rest, you just see people that are using each other, or people that are just having sex, or people that maybe the girl is just clinging to the boy because he's giving her money. So guys, they are just, for me these days, they are overrated. We shall get married, or not?
Okay. Yeah.
You recently came out from a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
What's your advice to? What do you advise? What was your experience like? What was your learning curve?
Okay. I think my own learning curve is that don't expect too much from people. Basically, don't try and change people. Don't try and just take whatever you get and see if you can work with it for a period of time. And if you can't,
see, that's a terrible advice.
Listen. See if you can work with it for a period of time. And if you can't work with it, it's better you leave when you feel okay, I can't work with it, than trying to force it for a year, 2 years, and you keep on complaining.
Yes, no, I'm finally patient of this.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think that was where I got it wrong. I kept on trying to wait instead of me to just end it. Okay, I said, okay, this is not going to work out. I tried to extend it and just keep on going like that. So I feel if it's not working out, it's better you end it sooner than going ancient or like going like I think there was this talk of someone who spent 7 years with a lady. It's like one of these celebrities and didn't end up marrying her recently. So don't waste people's time. I guess that's the lesson I learned from it. Okay. Also, thanks for joining.
I didn't have to say any question. I wanted to extra time. Was I in a relationship?
No, I'm single.
You're single. Why are you single? Were you dating before?
Today I'm trying to wrap up this podcast, yeah?
Oh, God.
I was just trying to put her on the spot and later.
All right. Also, thanks for joining us on the podcast. I know you have lots of things to do. I don't know whether to keep on playing your trumpets. But thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Edmund. Thank you, Williams. It was nice hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
I hope to be on your podcast soon again.
Well, that would be fine by us.
Are you speaking for yourself or speaking for everybody?
Everybody, I think they're all excited.
No, you've not given us permission to talk. Tega, give me permission to talk. I want to give my own vote of thanks. Your vote of thanks was flat.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Oris, thanks for joining me on the show once again, as always.
Thank you. You know I'm ever ready to talk sports with you. I'm always ready anytime. As far as it's football, I'm ready to talk. And today's episode was extra fun because of Jose. Because most times I get to talk with you and Williams. And Williams is too diplomatic. I like people that are direct. You ask Williams to talk. He talks like a football coach.
Yeah.
Like all the pep and footballers that don't want to tell you the truth. So it was nice to have a feminine side and a feminine vibe. I really enjoyed it. And looking at it was someone that I used to watch on television. To be on the same podcast we are grateful to have you, and like you said, we are looking forward to having you again. So thank you.
Dr. Williams, thanks for taking time out of your busy presentation schedule to join us today.
Yeah, I will say thank you too for coming because it was fun. I really enjoyed myself. It's good. It reminded me of when Odumu was here. It's good. It was a good outing.
Yeah, Odumu needs to come once. We should bring more girls. Too many testosterones, Williams.
All right, guys. Your host Tega signing out. Thanks for listening once again, and take care of yourself, guys. Cheers.